What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kinda Funny Morning Show for Friday, August 25th, 2017. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
If you were watching this on YouTube earlier today, we apologize to you. Welcome back to Twitch.
It was impossible to do that. That's not possible, what they were doing. We were streaming to a dead place on YouTube. So if you're joining us live right now on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, thank you so much. We never switched the broadcast tools over from yesterday's live broadcast of the Kinda Funny Games cast recording.
Right.
So we were going to just out into YouTube, and YouTube's like, I don't know what to do with this. And we all thought we were killing it. We were having a great show.
We had probably the best intro. I'm so sad that no one will ever see that intro to that show. But
I mean, it wasn't that great.
It was terrible. We
wasn't terrible.
We talked about about the shirt that I'm wearing.
Your shirt. We talked about this shirt. He doesn't wear white shirts. Can't have another black shirt. Here's what I will say.
Yeah.
About this shirt. You should wear more white shirts.
I like it.
You look.
I don't know why we don't sell white shirts.
If I'm being honest, I'm shutting it. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. Shut it.
You never look bad. You've lost a lot of weight.
Thank you.
The Jackmanoff's going well.
Jackmanoff's.
I don't like Yusef Magid. I don't like Sean Pitts. But whatever they're doing and rubbing you down, it's working. You're getting a lot more definition. And this shirt shows the definition more than our black heather braids. I'm just a blob in this blackness.
Well,
nobody knows what I'm up to.
I don't know that they're rubbing me down per se. I don't know how. That's not really a term we use.
Well, the slash fiction Sean Pitts is posting on the IGN forums makes it sound like they're rubbing you down pretty hard.
Is he doing that?
Yeah.
Is there animations of us rubbing each other down?
No. It's all erotic lit. That's how I know about it.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
You
Are you sure you're not the one who's writing that lit?
You know, it's just Sean Pitts _lover1. I don't know if that's him or not him. I'm not sure.
God, I hope that's a real thing. I really hope that's a real thing.
I'll try to register it when the show's done.
Please register. Do not register it out there. Greg has to register this, and we have to now write fan fiction for what may or may not be happening at night with me, Yusef, and
yeah.
We'll see about that. How you feeling today, bud?
I'm feeling fucking great. I'm so goddamn ready for this weekend.
I'm jacked.
And when I say I'm ready for the weekend, I mean I can't wake up and fly to Vegas and work the GameStop Expo.
I'm excited for this for a few reasons. One, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun on Sunday.
100%.
As everyone knows, we'll be in Vegas at the GameStop Expo live. You guys can come see us there. If you can't make it out to Vegas, of course, we'll be streaming at twitch.tv/GameStop at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so you guys can come and check us out there. But I'm excited because the last time we were in Vegas, we had a great time at the GameStop Expo. And you and I had a great date.
We did.
It was a triple threat.
I was gonna say, leave Tim out of it. Just make it sound like it was you and me.
You and me, we spent like $70 on pizza.
Yep.
And that was, in Vegas terms, 4 pieces of pizza.
It was bad. We should have just bought the pizza. We bought slices, but we were already kind of drunk.
Now this time we're gonna. Here's my plan for us.
Wait on me.
Do you understand this?
I don't know.
I think we have a dinner planned on Saturday.
We do. Yeah.
After that dinner, hopefully it doesn't go too late.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go back to the hotel room, get a pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. Three-peat. We repeat what we did before, but instead of Terminator Genesis, we see if we can order the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight and drink beers.
I feel like we should be. I'm saying we go from a dinner to eating more pizza. I'm not against it. It's a team fat move. I've done it before.
Oh, we don't need to eat the pizza. I just like having the pizza there.
I would say there's got to be somewhere in these casinos we can wander and watch this fight, right?
You would think so.
Now you also forgot the wild card. Luke Hayes in town.
Luke what?
Luke Hayes.
Who is Luke Hayes?
One of my.
For a second, I thought you said Luke Cage, and I was like, the guy that played Luke Cage is
my adopted Missouri family. One of them is actually in town during all of this shenanigans.
Oh, fun!
So he'll be, and he wants to party. So I'm sure.
Well, let's go party.
Here's the thing. I went to the Kevin Coelho bachelor party.
You did.
I got so fucked up. Yeah, I never actually gambled at the blackjack table like I wanted to. So I'm taking the money I had set aside there and been like, oh, I saved that. I want to put that down when we get there. Saturday night, get some shit going.
Fantastic. Let's get into this. Are you at all excited about the Mayweather fight? They have been hyping the shit out of this fight as much as humanly possible.
I'm excited just to hang out with you, and I know you get excited about it.
I get very excited.
That's what I mean. Like, and it's I know we're not going to go to it unless Money Mayweather's watching right now, wants to give us some row seats. You know what I'm saying? Come on, buddy.
Hey, if Floyd Mayweather was a fan of the show and he wanted to give us tickets, I'd be A-okay with that.
He's Floyd. Money Mayweather, such a fan of this show, was watching it on the YouTube. He was like, he never clicked off the game. Gamecast live.
He has that link live as long as humanly possible.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kinda Funny Morning Show each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/KindaFunnyGames. We come to you with whatever the fuck it is we want to talk about, and you eat it up. Nom 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 nom, just out there like a bowl of fucking rats. You fucking hawk, but you're a hawk with hands that eats the rats with a spoon.
So instead of talons, you have hands.
Exactly. Well, the talons wouldn't allow for the spoonage to come up.
You could probably get a spoonage with a talon, dude.
Well, you can get it into a talon, but then to the mouth of the hawk.
It's like a T-Rex.
Somebody get in the door. I'm expecting packages for
Kevin's here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Kevin's like a ghost that just permeates the building. I never know where he is or what he's doing.
Yeah, he went to go camp out over here like he did before, and I was like, don't do that.
If you don't want to watch it live, no big deal. You can get it on youtube.com/kindafunny or podcast services around the globe, no matter where you watch it. Thank you for the support. Remember, there are multiple ways to support. This is the show that is the grease that keeps the wheels of Kinda Funny rolling over our enemies and covered in fresh blood.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, hear the lamentation of the women.
It'd be great if you followed us here on Twitch so you know when we go live. It'd be great if you subscribe to us here on Twitch. We read the tips as we go through. If you want to tip us here on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription. Every 30 days you have to give it away, and we would love to have it. Otherwise, Amazon just sits on your fucking money doing weird things to it. And remember, we got Patreons too.
We do. Greg.
Yeah.
I said for housekeeping, do you want to talk about the biggest news story of today? Should we go into this first?
I do want to go into this first. I do want to go into it right now.
I came in this morning, and you said, hey.
Look what you made me do.
Did you hear the new Taylor Swift song?
And you said.
And I said, no, I didn't.
You didn't even know it was out.
I follow Joseph Kahn, who directs all of her music videos, and he was mentioning, hey, I can't wait to show you guys the video for this song. So I knew there was a song imminent.
Okay.
And if you remember last week, she sent some weird GIF out on her Twitter, and like deleted it, whatever, and it was like a serpent's tail or whatever. And I was like, okay, do we know the significance of that at all?
Not to my knowledge yet, no. But I haven't. I love the Taylor Swift music.
Right.
I love the panache. I love going to the shows.
Yes.
I'm not a big follower of her, and like I'm not.
You weren't caught up in her and Tom Hiddleston when he was like, you were like, oh, are they gonna make it or not? Why is he wearing that shirt? It's so weird. Is it ironical or is he really weird like that?
No. I don't.
So I walk in this morning.
Yeah.
And you say, have you heard it? But the way you said that makes me think, uh-oh.
What I was trying to do is ask you, have you heard the song with no context? Because I know Nick Scarpino's favorite thing to do is not look at the internet. He does not like to look at his Twitter, his Instagram. He uses these platforms occasionally, but he somehow goes out of his... I don't think he follows anyone.
To me, the thing is this. To me, the internet is better when it's a one-way street. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
I think Twitter is a lot better when you just put stuff out there and you close it down.
Exactly.
You close it down, my
I was
friend.
all fired up today about it, so I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, right. I know what you're doing. But last night, the Look What You Made Me Do drops. Debut single for Reputation. Not only does it drop, it drops with them redoing TaylorSwift.com. New merch is up. Information is up on how to get tickets to the thing. Yeah, I joined the list. They're gonna have like physical challenges or something so I can improve my spot in line. I'm all about it. I hope it's like, hey, try to get as many retweets on this thing. I'm fucking here we go.
Why the
you know
fuck
what I mean?
not, right?
Gee whiz,
Why not?
But what happens is, song drops as we're saying goodbye to Jen's family at the airport. So I retweet it right away. In 1 minute I was on it. I did the retweet with little sirens. And then proceeded to put the phone in my pocket, drive us back down, drop off the car, get out of the car, go eat pizza, then looked at my phone again. And I was like,
listen to it?
No, I didn't have the right accoutrements, Joey. I didn't have the plug for the car. I didn't want to be in the SFO doing one of these, walking around. I was like, I'm gonna put this off for a second and savor the moment when it comes. However, when the moment had come then, if we're done eating the pizza, delicious pizza by the way. Kezar Pizzeria over there.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah, great.
Open up, look at Twitter again, and it is on fire. It is a dumpster fire of everyone mad. Everyone's like, it's terrible, it's a horrible song, we hate it!
How could she do us like this?
And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. All right, it's bad. It's gonna be a bad song, whatever. So then, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Loathe these kind of people.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you do.
Fucking hate these human beings.
Yeah.
Who walk around listening to their music.
Yeah.
But it was nighttime, and it's just me and Jen on the streets of San Francisco. So I was
YOLO,
like, and this is like this is once every 4 or 5 years, something like this happens for me.
You're terrible.
I gotta do this, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
of course.
So I did it, and we played it, and it was like, all right, cool. And it finished, and I was like, all right, it's not, and she's like, I don't think it's terrible. I'm like, I don't think it's terrible either. I don't know if it's like my favorite Taylor Swift single of all time or whatever.
Yeah, here's what I know will happen, and I don't like it, right? Is that whenever an artist, a very popular artist like Taylor Swift or Justin Timberlake or any of these people that are out there that are like fucking mega music stars, they drop something and they try to do something new. Everyone always came on, my fucking asshole hurts. Everyone always complains, right? Yeah. Why isn't it exactly like that one that's where she had the fucking marching band? That, by the way, the first time I heard that song, I was like, this song's terrible, right? First time I heard Justin Timberlake's new album, I was like, what the fuck? What is this? Why is this not sexy back? Guarantee though, flash forward a year from now, all you motherfuckers are gonna be all skating to this song because you're like, that shit's hot. I was there day one. I loved that shit. Bullshit. I was like, Justin Timberlake, you are fucking up. I don't know what this new album is. And then a year later, I'm like, I can't wait to get you on the floor, Big Daddy. Right. So all I'm saying is this. It's the job of the artist.
Good looking or Big Daddy?
It's good looking.
Oh.
I don't think it's Big Daddy. Where'd you get Big Daddy from? Why would he be like Big Daddy?
I thought he was just making a cool bisexual song.
Maybe he is.
Just
Maybe
like,
he is. I don't know.
whatever.
Justin Timberlake he's like Bowie. He transcends sexuality.
I only listened to it in the Castro, so maybe they have a different version.
Maybe they do. They just sing it all out. My point is this. You know, it's the same with movies, where everyone wants exactly the same but slightly different, right? You can't complain when you get the slightly different. This is what artists are supposed to do. They're supposed to evolve their craft. If they don't, then it's either evolve or die, right? It is. Like if Taylor Swift just kept putting out the same shit, like Taylor Swift's sound from 10 years ago is not the sound now, right? It's not the same sound.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, the only thing that has me busting up, and I'm totally with you on the page. That's totally good. All right with you is Melty.
I saw you look over and I was like, someone said something in the comments.
Melty_Dre on the chat says, but Nick is pushing his flip-flop agenda.
Oh, I hate you all. I hate you all for this.
Here's the thing, is that I finished it last night, put it down, I was like, all right, cool, and then didn't replay it. We went home and watched Catching the Release, your required viewing. We're going to talk about it here in a second. Then this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't even really remember too much about it, you know what I mean? Came in today, started working on Kind of Funny Games Daily, put on Spotify, I was like, oh, yeah, let's play that again. And then proceeded to play it a million times.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm in. I'm in. Sorry.
I think it's a dope beat. It reminds me of JJ Fad's Supersonic.
Well, of course, it's got the Right Said Fred beat.
Right. So it's got that late 80s like skating rink sound to it. Like, Supersonic, right? Yeah. I'm like, oh man, this is fucking cool. This is a cool song that I just want to like roll to. Like, why? No. So what's everyone's big beef about it?
It just sucks. It's terrible. Everybody hates it.
Bullshit. 6 months from now, y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, I was there that day that shit dropped and it was hot as fuck.
See, my thing. Here's my thing. Is of course I've admitted many a time. What do I have taste in, Joey? Video games and wings. Pizza too, I say too. But I know a lot of you. Oh, pizza's overrated. Every time I put up a pizza now, everybody's like, oh, you said it was overrated. I'm like, thanks for listening to the nuanced argument I made and not just the fucking headline. You fucking sheep.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I have no taste when it comes to music, though, or movies or anything like that. So my whole thing is like, every time, like when it was getting ready to drop, Jen's like, well, what do you want out of it? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm just excited for some new music. I don't know what it's going to be. Because I've been in the car before when I was driving and like, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together came on the radio for the first time, or I turned on the radio and I would listen. I'm like, man, that's a really great song. I wonder who that is. And I was like, oh, Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh, fuck. When Weezer finally dropped the Green album, I went to the midnight launch at Tower Records, and I ran into friends from junior high where I was in high school at the time. And I was talking to them, blah, blah, and I was talking to one of them. We'd been waiting in line for like 15 minutes, and finally he's like, so is this killing you right now? I'm like, oh, what, waiting for the album? He's like, no, listening to it right now. I was like, oh, this is Weezer? Like, they'd been playing it, it just didn't sound like, people change and evolve every time, so I never know what I'm gonna get.
They have to, right? Yeah. And that's just part of music. That's just part of the game. There are the classic bands like AC/DC where you're like, okay, you're gonna put out the same sort of sound. But even at AC/DC, like you look at their first album, you look at their like the last album they put out, it's pretty different.
Yeah.
Right. You have to have that. For a pop star like Taylor Swift, though, you really do have to make sure you're staying relevant. And relevant is whatever the fucking.
Sure.
You got to push the envelope, right? So I don't know. I mean, I give her some credit. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite song she's ever done, but. I mean, I didn't really.
I'm still stuck for Reputation, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna do what
we'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Joey, what are you feeling?
What did you think?
So I was at trivia last night, and we were all waiting for it to drop because we were gonna stop.
Now Marty said, Marty does the trivia jackalopes every Thursday. You should go. Marty had said on Twitter he had contingency plans.
Yeah.
So walk me through what happened.
So,
Greg, can we hear her all right?
Yeah.
All right.
So we were at trivia, and we made it through
That's how it works.
part of the first round. And because I'm a Taylor Swift fangirl, had turned on notifications for her.
Hell yeah, you did.
So I saw that it dropped, so I obnoxiously yelled across the bar and said that the Taylor Swift single had dropped. So he had Spotify.
Were we in the middle of?
We were in the middle of the
questions.
Round.
Okay.
Yeah. So he like rushed through the second half of questions so he could get to the Taylor Swift song, and then we listened to it.
What was the bar's reaction?
Most of us liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only talking to like 2 groups of people. So I don't know that anybody else really realized that it was Taylor Swift or that it was a new song. But I liked it. We listened to it again, like in between rounds, and then we're like, okay, yeah, I do actually like this.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
Cool Greg and I were talking of like, I don't know, I don't feel like I have a super discerning taste when it comes to like music and movies of like, there's a high chance I'm gonna like it.
Well, I mean, I saw it. Damn,
Maximum Cortez in the chat
Talking shit.
No, he says she should have released it out of nowhere and we'd probably like it more. But when you hype it like you're announcing the cure for cancer, expectations are high. That's true.
Yeah, someone else brought up an interesting point too, where they were saying she doesn't bill herself, and we don't see her as an auteur, right? She's not like a Kanye or.
I'm sorry, fuck Kanye West.
No, I
it's
just
gotta
mean,
be said. What do you mean? Like, what does that mean?
I just mean like she does not. The expectation is not that she's. We're holding her to the standard of it's going to be the second coming of Jesus every time she drops something. She just makes fun music.
Sure.
Like that's what she wants to do, right?
I mean, I would say a good segment of her audience does think that it is the second coming. I mean, I'm one of them, right?
Like, the Taylor Swift people, the Beyonce people.
When she fucking dropped the Red album, I was in New York seeing Grand Theft Auto or whatever, and I like flipped out. I was like, guys, I'm getting it. Woke up early, downloaded it off iTunes, walked around New York listening to it.
I don't know.
I still think that one's better than 1989.
Red's a great album. That's really cool. But I do love 1989 a lot.
Look, all I'm saying is this. You can love Taylor Swift, you can hate Taylor Swift, but she's no Katy Perry.
Whoa. That is a
Somebody did she?
I'm joking. I'm just fucking around.
Katy Perry
I just want to see what the
a
chat
music
would
video
do.
today or something. Somebody said too yesterday.
Swish Swish, which is like a diss track against Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
To get
It's
back
a weird
at Taylor
one, too.
Swift for releasing her
Bad Blood.
No, her whole catalog.
Oh,
On
right, on
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah.
They got beef, man. It's the East Coast, West Coast beef.
It is,
Except
yeah.
they're both from the West Coast.
Yeah, this is going to end badly. It's going to end badly for one of them, probably. Not really. Not at all.
Hopefully it ends in a fight, like a hat fight. Just both of them fucking each other up, like Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. Just, I'll fight ya. Huh?
One of them's just
One of them's
Irish
super
all of a
Irish.
second. All right.
Yeah, I
Taylor
don't know.
Swift just drops it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are you gonna do? I think it's a good song. Give it another shot, everyone. Relax.
Let them come around on their own. Let them all be fucking coming
That's
back
fair.
here in a little bit,
Don't
talking
like
about how good
it. That
like
way
it.
it's easier for me to get concert tickets when she tours.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out. I
still feel
Are
like-
you signed up too for the thing?
No, I don't know what this is.
Well, you go to TaylorSwift.com. There's a thing for tickets, and you click on it, and it's like, hey, we don't want scalpers getting tickets, so you need link your Ticketmaster account. We'll send you updates about when they're going live, and then there's going to be like a virally thing to it of like, you can do this to improve your spot in line.
I'm on it.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm on it too, so I mean, I'll be looking out for you. Just like last time. I'm gonna go there. As many tickets as I can buy, I'll buy all the tickets because I know I'm not gonna have trouble filling those seats.
No, I'll take a ticket too.
No, you can't.
I'd love to see T Swift.
Okay.
She be touring with Katy Perry.
No, not this time around. But one day they are gonna reconcile and put on a
It's gonna be
fucking
a
amazing
fucking
goddamn tour.
super tour.
Right,
They call
yeah.
it super tour.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg, next news story.
Okay.
This actually happened yesterday, but there was a follow-up today that I wanted to talk with you about.
Okay.
James Cameron, of course, had an interesting quote about Wonder Woman yesterday. It said, all of the self-congratulatory back-patting Hollywood's been doing over Wonder Woman has been so misguided, he told the publication. She's an objectified icon, and it's just male Hollywood doing the same old thing. I'm not saying I didn't like the movie, but to me, it's a step backward. He went on to say, Sarah Connor was not a beauty icon, Cameron says. She was strong, she was troubled, she was a terrible mother, and she earned the respect of the audience through pure grit. This is another reduction of Wonder Woman's legacy and perhaps even a misguided and deep misunderstanding of his own character, the author writes. But basically, his point that he was trying to make was that we're still objectifying this Wonder Woman,
yeah.
and it's misguided and it's a bad thing to put out there. And Patty Jenkins had something to say on that on Twitter. She came back with, if women have to always be hard, tough, and troubled to be strong, and we aren't free to be multidimensional or celebrate an icon of women everywhere because she is attractive and loving, then we haven't come very far, have we? What are your thoughts on this? Because I kind of see both sides. I understand where James Cameron's coming from.
Sure.
And I think his comment was intended to be positive and intended to say, look, like, the character of Wonder Woman, while still iconic, is still, like, I get it, right? She's still in a short skirt. She still has to be Gal Gadot, the most beautiful woman on the planet. She still has to be this picture perfect, like, this picture of perfection. So in that regard, I understand where he's coming from. Like, Sarah Connor was a flawed character. People are flawed in reality. So why can't we relate to more characters that are realistic and multidimensional?
I want to read in the entirety of Patty Jenkins' response.
Sure.
James Cameron's inability to understand what Wonder Woman is or stands for to women all over the world is unsurprising as, though he's a great filmmaker, he is not a woman. Strong women are great. His praise for my film, Monster, and our portrayal of a strong yet damaged woman was so appreciated. But if women have to always be hard, tough, and troubled to be strong, then we aren't free to be multidimensional or celebrate an icon of women everywhere because she is attractive and loving. Then we haven't come far, have we?
Right.
I believe women can and should be everything, in all caps there, just like male lead characters should be. There is no right or wrong kind of powerful woman, and the massive female audience who made the film a hit can surely. Oh, I'm sorry. And the massive female audience who made the film a hit can surely choose and judge their own icons of progress. That's the thing. I feel like James Cameron's argument has been boiled down to headlines.
Sure.
He blasts this, he does this, blah, blah, blah. Because I saw a tweet about it where it was actually funny. Of like, it was the Vulture headline of like, James Cameron, says Wonder Woman isn't an icon or something like that or whatever it was. And then it was the guy's response was, season title, gets pitchfork and torch, reads quote in context. Oh, I disagree with you, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. It's very much. Here's a great example. Is I feel, especially to what Patty's talking about in her response, right? Is that regardless of how we feel or how James feel, we're not in this situation. We're not in this center.
Sure.
Today in Kind of Funny Games Daily, audience member wrote in, and this is a spoiler for you of what's coming up, about hey. How do disabled gamers do what they do? How are they able to hang here? Should the industry do more for them? And the writer is not a disabled person.
Right.
I kicked it over to Steven at Able Gamers. I'm like, hey, can you give me a response to this question? Because I'm not in those shoes.
Right.
I could have sat here, Tim and I could have sat here and been like, well, we know there's these charities and we know there's controllers, but and like da-da-da. We're not in it. And I think that's the point Patty's making here. Don't get me wrong, Sarah Connor sure was a strong female character, whatever. She was also totally unhinged, not a great mother, like he's saying. Like, I didn't leave Terminator 2 like, man, Sarah Connor's awesome, and blah, blah. Like, I don't think, well, man, more women should be like Sarah Connor, because she's like got so many, there's so much going on with her.
Right, let's not forget though that, Sarah Connor is one example of that, and obviously he was talking about Sarah Connor specifically because Terminator 2 is back in theaters this week.
Of course.
And so you want to go through his movie filmology of characters that he's made. Well, he also is responsible for helping Ripley be an amazing character as well.
Sure.
That I think is more of an interesting argument where you're saying, like, you look at Sigourney Weaver, she is not Gal Gadot. She is not this stereotypical, iconic, beautiful woman, but she is still a very strong lead.
I mean, back then she was.
But okay, so let's look at the movie he made, right? Aliens.
Yeah.
What is sexy about her in that movie, right? Like,
is that the one where she's in the white tank top with the white panties?
No, that's the first one.
Okay.
I think she actually might have been in that one in this one as well.
Oh, interesting.
But she's in a hospital bed.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
That's not an objective. Like, okay, sir, she's in panties. Women wear panties. Look at this picture we have right here of like the difference between the two characters, right? Like,
right.
I think
Sarah Connor's in pants.
All I'm saying is I think there is some merit to his argument of him saying in context of the quote, this is male Hollywood still. There still has to be her in a tiny little skirt showing legs, being sexy, being objectified. And that was what his point was. He was like,
yeah, but I think he's stretching. I think if they really want to objectify her, put her in the Star Spangled Briefs. Bring her neckline down to show more cleavage, similar to the 70s.
Well, they would have done that, but Zack Snyder fucked it up with all this color contrast. That's the problem.
I think he's just. I understand the argument he's making. I just don't necessarily agree with it. I do think that Wonder Woman is a strong female character. I do think the movie didn't. I think the movie could have gone way further in objectifying her, in making her sexy, blah blah blah. I understand that the costume's revealing, but they went out of their way to make it. Not out of their way, I should say. They went with an interpretation of it that is more coverage than what it is, but it is also based on 75 years of history for a character, and how far do you deviate and what do you want to do with that and blah, blah, blah. But I do think that coming through there weren't the normal boob jokes and, she always felt in control of all the situations with Pine especially. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like even when they're on the boat talking about it, she's not like afraid to talk about pleasure and talk about this and like not be like, she was never like the princess about it and not the princess of Themyscira, like the princess, you know what I mean? Like I think there's more in common with Sarah Connor, Ripley, and Wonder Woman than this quote or headline or however you want to boil it would be. Sure. And that's the thing, is I don't know. I think that's what Patty's speaking to and why I agree with her more, and the fact that it is a great thing to flip the script then and like, all right, well, what about male characters? What about male leads? Right. And the fact that all these movies you watch where the guy is perfect or is a bumbling idiot and somehow ends up with a perfect life or something to that effect.
Right, I mean, that's still the same argument, right?
Well, I know, and that's what she's making. Why don't we talk about male characters this way?
Oh, I don't. But that's taking it to a different. That to me is taking the conversation one step farther, right? Mm. But I mean, I don't know. What would James Cameron have to say about that? Right? Maybe he would have.
He'd go fucking underwater in his little submarine.
He would go. He would go down to the bottom.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
No, I mean, I think the same argument can be made for men, right? Like, yeah. I mean, why is every superhero have to look like Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Right. You'd say that it is that same objectification that's being applied to women being applied here, and I think his point was that. Like, yeah, she's a strong character, but she still is on some level. There still are some things that are being objectified about her.
Sure.
And this character, we could push it farther, i.e., you go back and you watch Terminator, there's nothing necessarily, like, there actually are scenes where she is literally being, like, molested in it, right? And it's disgusting and it's horrible, and then we see her as a strong character going forward. Yeah. So I just think I don't know, I think it's fascinating. I do see both sides. I do tend to side with Patty Jenkins, by the way.
Sure.
I'm not saying that, but I do see both sides.
And I do think, to Cameron's quote was talking about how great Sarah Connor is in Terminator 2. Okay, cool. Let's watch Terminator 1 when there's a prolonged sex scene and I'm seeing Linda Hamilton's tits the entire time. And she literally is the doe-eyed, like, oh, what's up, robots? And Kyle Reese has to save her and blah, blah, blah. Now, granted, in the arc going into it's a fucking real hot scene. I'm not taking away from that at all.
How dare you, sir.
But then going into like that actually does play into the badass bitch, but also totally fucked up Sarah Connor we get Terminator.
Fair enough. Interesting story. Next story. Let's go into this real quick. We're getting a little long here.
Get long in the tooth. We gotta talk about catch and release.
Netflix is prepared for a Death Note sequel. If you are, Netflix, of course, or Death Note, of course, coming out today, I believe, is available on streaming services.
A lot of people are getting excited about it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. Literally, the first paragraph would talk about that.
A lot of people, I guess, is warning this contains minor spoilers. But Netflix's Death Note aims to do yada yada yada. I'll paraphrase this. They talked to the person who directed it, Adam Wingard. He was like, "Yeah, I would totally love to do one." His goal would be to do more than 2 or 3 movies in the Netflix series because he wants to do the series justice. But he goes on to talk about how he was like, "Look, the anime is amazing, the manga is amazing. I wanted to do a different interpretation on it, and this is my interpretation on it." So he's hoping people like it. But it would be interesting. It would be really cool if people like this if they did 3 more movies about Death Note because I think they really could tell the story. I'm interested to watch this. People are criticizing the shit out of it. We'll see what happens.
People hate everything, remember?
People are hating. I want to see what people in the chat.
Especially little bitches like Tim Gettys. Oh, they're taking my Japanese cartoon and ruining it.
I don't know what's happening. Go check that story out if you want a little bit more insight on what could be potentially possible for Death Note. We'll see if it does well this weekend. I'm sure it will. Next news story.
Are you going to watch it this weekend?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nice.
I'll probably watch it tonight.
I was going to say, that's more like it. When are you going to watch it?
Either tonight or tonight. The Verge reports, this is fascinating, at the Alamo Drafthouse, clown-only screening of Stephen King's It.
Hell yeah.
You'll float too. Oh, the Alamo Drafthouse in Austin, Texas, last in the news for taunting MRAs. What's an MRA? What does that stand for? I don't know.
Go ahead.
With women-only screenings of Wonder Woman is back with a new exclusive event. This one is September 9th screening of Andres Muschietta's new adaptation of Stephen King's horror novel It, and you can only attend if you are a clown. Quote, for this special screening of It, all attendees should arrive dressed as a clown. In order to attend, please arrive early and join us at the Barrel of Fun beginning at 5:30 p.m. for an It pre-party where we all have face painters available for clown touch-ups, a photo booth, raffles for prizes, and other terrifying merriment. Please arrive in your own Pennywise best and be ready to float with us. Would you go see It?
1,000%. If they do it in San Francisco,
with a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, fuck yeah, wouldn't you?
No, fucking clowns are terrifying.
I know, but
imagine being scared shitless and looking over and it's sitting next to you.
But keep in mind, like they already, it's all tongue in cheek. And I think MRAs, male rights activists, I would jump to conclusions on that one.
Fair enough.
And that's the whole thing where they have like, we're gonna have the touch ups and whatever. Like you can go there not dressed as a clown and they're gonna paint your face and you're gonna go see the fucking movie. But I'm looking. September 9th is September 9th is the screening. That's a Saturday.
You're gonna try to make
I'm
it
in
down
town, but Jen's sister is gonna arrive.
Do it!
Do it! If they did it, like I would totally. Cool Greg and I would go get cool clown suits.
Cool Greg is not dressing up like a clown.
He's just nodding his head. Yeah.
I definitely would, bro. That sounds lit.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
We'd be insane clown posseing it up out there, doing it. San Francisco Alamo Drafthouse. Do it! Do it!
Do it!
Do it! Well, here's what I'd also pitch.
Yeah.
Me and Cool Greg go as the clowns. Awesome. Get little Kevin Coelho. Put him in the little yellow rain slicker with a Red Bull in. Now, I know we get there.
It's creepy.
Everyone to have a fun laugh about it. If we have to paint his face real quick, we'll paint his face real quick.
Yeah.
But I think they'll probably just let him.
Put a little cat nose on him. That's fine. Little cat nose and whiskers. Next story. Not much of a story here. I just wanted to give a shout out to The Tick on Amazon Prime.
Did you watch any of this yet?
I watched 4 episodes of it. 3 episodes of it.
Is it good?
It is not the cartoon.
Okay.
So this is the what I have to rectify.
Okay.
But it's more Tick, and it's a good what I feel like is a faithful update to what the Tick should be. Now, if you remember, they tried putting the Tick on TV a long time ago with Patrick Warburton, and I didn't like that at all. Largely because the cartoon was too fresh. Coming into this, I'm getting into it. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it different? Is it the same interpretation?
It's from Barry Sonnenfeld who directed. He didn't direct this. He produced Men in Black.
Okay.
So it kind of feels like that.
Okay.
It's got that weird style to it. It's very self-aware, obviously, because he's a superhero and he walks around and he never changes. He just looks like that the entire time.
Yeah.
It's funny. It doesn't capture what the original cartoon captured, which was that grandiose, this is such a ridiculously fun, over-the-top commentary on superheroes.
Sure.
That, and it's I think it's a little bit more grounded, but I'm getting into it.
Okay.
I like it. So if you're a fan of the Tick, and you can bring yourself to watch this, I think you'd like it. I think you give it a shot. Let me know what you think.
I remember liking the cartoon. I watched that, but it's not something I've been asking for or thinking about. So it's hard for me to get psyched to sit down and watch.
It's fucking weird. And here's the deal about Amazon Prime stuff.
Yeah.
They do a straight up pilot program.
Yeah.
So they made one episode of The Tick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's a new Tick series. So I started watching. I was like, fuck, I got nothing else to watch. I like The Tick. Let's see if this one can tickle my fancy. No pun intended. And I watched the first episode.
Only at me, though. You did the Nick wink, but you're only looking at me.
So I watched it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. And then I went to watch the second episode. Not there for a year.
That's not good.
I think it was like 6-8 months later. Finally, this pops up. New suit, by the way. Totally different look.
Well, now they got money.
And they make a joke about it, which is hilarious.
Is this supposed to be like the next day?
Yeah, it's the same episode. It just picks up where the other one. They're in the apartment being attacked, and it's like, oh no! And then it cuts, and it's like totally different suit. But
What's the joke he makes then?
Yeah, they were just like, he's like, you look different. That's it.
Oh,
that's all I got.
Nice.
I think Arthur does a great job. Of course, Arthur in the cartoon series is a friend of the family. Yeah. Rob Paulson. Shout out to Rob. Hope he's doing better. I don't know. I like it. Again, the Tick cartoon was, in my opinion, the best cartoon ever made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better than Batman the Animated Series.
I mean, Batman the Animated Series can get on its fucking knees when the Tick's in the room, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's bold. You're making a
Batman's amazing. The Tick, it is a beloved car. I fucking loved the Tick when it came out. The Tick was just I'm like, I don't understand how this got made. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And you knew when you were watching The Tick that you were watching something special that most of the world wasn't going to get, and then it was going to go away soon. And sure as shit, after the second season, gone. Yeah. Right? But The Tick, for those that are diehard Tick fans, give this a shot and let me know what you think.
Okay.
I'm interested to see. I'm liking it more than I thought I would.
Would you go as far as to say this is required viewing for next week?
Sure, why not?
Episodes 1 and 2, you think? How many episodes are there?
There's only 5 episodes, so I think you got to get through the whole thing.
All right, fine. Required viewing for next week. All 5 episodes. How long are the episodes?
They're like 20 minutes, I think.
20-minute episodes of The Tick. There you go. On Amazon. Yeah. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, give us that sub.
There you go.
Nick.
Yes.
Is it time to talk about Catch and Release?
I believe it is time to talk about the required viewing. Now,
you might remember 3 weeks ago, we debuted required viewing and said, everybody watch Catch and Release. So many of you did, and then we didn't, and we weren't on the show together until last week. And then we said, this is the day, Friday the 25th. Everybody watch Catch and Release. We're going to talk about it here.
Now, I sat on my couch last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I should. Someone tweeted at us. They were like, Nick, are you going to watch Catch and Release? You can do your homework.
Well, yesterday on the show, you said you would not.
Yeah, I said I absolutely would not.
A bold claim.
But then I sat down and I was like, I have nothing else to watch. And I'm pretty fascinated. So I queued it up, started watching it, and then you shot across the bow.
I was already there.
I was like, do your fucking homework. And I was actually 10 minutes ahead than you were in the film. So I started tweeting at you. And then I was actually going to tweet you like, hey, did you get the part where they made out yet? Just to fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was so engrossed in the film.
Oh my God.
I didn't even want to spoil it for you.
So you're giving Catch and Release a thumbs up?
There's a few things. I'm surprised at how entertained I was by this movie.
Yeah.
Couple things that I really like about it.
Sure.
I miss Kevin Smith. I miss Kevin Smith on screen.
Just acting?
Just acting.
Okay.
He is so adorably fun to watch as the sidekicky kind of foil character.
Yeah.
that I was like, fuck, man, I really forgot how fucking awesome Kevin Smith is, right? Because, he's been directing stuff lately, but it's been kind of like artsy shit. Like Yoga Hosers, like brought Nazis and shit like that. You're like, okay. He's got Jay and Silent Bob coming back, which is good. So that's going to be great. So we're going to see him. But I was like, fuck, I love Kevin Smith. 2, beautifully shot movie. Makes me want to go to Boulder, Colorado and just fucking hang out on a stream. Yeah. And I looked up, I was like, by about 5 minutes in, I was like, what the fuck? This movie's fucking gorgeous. Looked up, same guy that shot Field of Dreams and a bunch of other really amazing movies. Okay. And I'm like, wow, they really pulled, they pulled some fucking, they paid this guy some scrap for this. Yeah. Love Timothy Olyphant's hair at the beginning and then at the end. Okay. You notice that it's scummy at the beginning. Toward the end, beautiful. And I'm a huge Timothy Olyphant fan. If you haven't watched Justified on FX, you're fucking up, son. Okay. You're fucking up, son. So overall, I will say I enjoyed this movie a lot more than I thought I was going to.
But now, don't do that. Don't put the asterisks on it. Is it you enjoyed it more than you thought you would? Is it a movie you enjoyed? Period. Is it a movie you like? Is it a movie you recommend?
This movie fits. I have the 3 categories.
Here comes the 3 categories.
This is the 3 categories. There's this movie's terribly made. It's insufferable. You can't watch it. In this category, you have movies like The Tailor of Panama, or movies like the original Avengers with Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman, where halfway through you're like, this doesn't make any sense. What is going on? Right? Okay. That's a bad movie. Sure. Right. Then you've got Academy Award movie, the Room with Brie Larson. You've got The Last of the Mohicans. You've got You got movies that are legitimately fucking.
They're art. They're awesome. Yeah. Right.
Then there's this beautiful category in here. This is where I like to live, people. Yeah. This is where Uncle Mickey likes
the Daddy's homes are popping off, the Fast and the Furious.
Because you have movies that are enjoyable, and I thought this movie was enjoyable. That's going to be my review of it. I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. It's lighthearted. Nothing really bad happens except for like at the beginning, the guy's dead. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't even see him die. You don't really like even the third act turning point where it's like the part where everything's supposed to go to shit. Yeah. It's just him standing out there with coffee, and she's like, it was nothing, really. And he just gets heartbroken. You're like, all right, well, that's easy to come back from. You just apologize, right? Yeah. Which, spoilers at the end, she just apologizes, and they're good to go. Yeah. So it's lighthearted. There's lots of silly jokes. I didn't particularly care for the character that was the fucking,
Kevin Smith's other roommate?
Yeah. That character, I was like, this is annoying. But again, that's what it's about. It's definitely a movie that's a sign of the times.
Oh, yeah.
2006 is very present in that movie with Timothy Olyphant's fucking like bare bell-bottom pants that he's wearing and the studded belt and the hair with the really terrible shirts and the fucking cargo pants. Yeah. Whew, I don't know about that. Jennifer Garner, not my favorite part of the movie though. Yeah. Not my favorite part of the movie. I love Timothy Olyphant. Again, Kevin Smith coming through. The kid I thought was great. Juliette Lewis. Always a pleasure. Sure. Always a breath of fresh air coming in. We loved her in Natural Born Killers. Who did? Pretty much the same movie, really. What is your take on it? What's your hot take?
I hated this fucking movie.
Yeah, you did.
God, did I not like this movie. To the point that I was like, I had already wanted to go outside again or whatever, and I paused it and I was like, I've only gotten through not even half of this movie. Yeah. Like I was at 55 minutes, so I guess I'm pretty much half or whatever. So we came back in and I let it go for a little bit longer, and I'm like, I just fast forwarded. I'm like, get me.
You missed the nuance of all the middle part where Kevin Smith falls in love with the kid and then ends up winding up with Juliette Lewis.
I didn't even get to them fishing.
It makes a lot of sense. You didn't even get to the catch and release?
Because the movie.
At no point did they actually release a fish.
Oh
they just
my
catch
God.
One
well,
and
she
the
makes the comment. She makes the comment.
Right. Which is like, you guys are all fucking terrible people.
Yeah, if you're going to torture the fish or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was a movie. It was a multi-car accident, but the cars were all plot lines. Of like, it was just like this explosion of like, all right, cool. Her fiance's dead. She's dealing with that. Right. He cheated on her. Now the kid and the lover are in the movie. The two friends want to fuck her, but they're dealing with the death. Kevin Smith's going to kill himself. Timothy Olyphant's the fucking other people, but he's also here, but he's a good kid. It's just like, Jesus, I couldn't even try. Oh, and then, guess what? Here's another car coming in. The mom wants the ring, and she's a bitch, and it's like, my fucking God.
But she, at the end
I didn't care about the guy who's dead, so why would I care about the turmoil surrounding his death? And then it turns out that he's a complete asshole douchebag.
Yeah, he was a shithead. He was a shithead.
And I'm watching this, and then it was the same thing, too. Here's what I always say, ladies and gentlemen. I talk about being positive, being a positive person. Yeah, so I'm being very clear here that it's not that I don't, I'll put it out there and then talk about it. As actors, I don't enjoy Jennifer Garner, and I don't enjoy Juliette Lewis.
Sure.
And now Juliette Lewis, of course, playing the same
She's a
character
character
here.
actor. She's
playing the same character here that she
character
played
a lot.
in I was right there till we start. Old School. And she plays the same character she's played in everything. I'm just
it might actually be the same character. We don't know.
The flighty, whatever,
it's Juliette Lewis.
spiritual,
Sure.
but she's gonna cheat, but she didn't know, but she's got a good heart, but she's surrounded by bad stuff. All right, whatever. I'm over that character. I don't like seeing her in that portray that thing anymore. And again, I don't like their portrayals here. This isn't me being like,
Sure.
I fucking hate this person. They all seem like nice people. Jennifer Garner, same thing, where I just like, it's the same. I didn't like 13 going on 30 that much because I just don't connect with her. I don't like her for some reason.
Yeah, I was never a huge Jennifer Garner fan. Obviously, like everyone loved Alias. That's where she got her start. I never watched that series, I never like. She came into the pop culture, and I was like, okay, Jennifer Garner, and then she married Ben Affleck. I was like, okay.
That was all right. I like.
But then she's like kind of everyone's. The rumor is she's responsible for Kevin Smith and Ben Affleck not being friends anymore, and I'm like, that makes me not like you.
I haven't heard
but
that.
it's just a rumor.
Exactly. Don't
It might
do
just
that.
be a rumor.
This is that's an off-camera discussion. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
In the chat, I like this one too. Kyle Talk Record. I Need a Catch and Release is better than the Departed Nick Scarpino shirt.
Truth phone time, everybody.
Truth phone, everybody.
It
It's
just
raining.
rang.
Pick it up.
Let's pick it up. The Departed is better than Catch and Release. By far. By far. For so many different reasons. But I was surprised. I think a large portion of why I liked it, or whether I found it enjoyable, was because it was a sign of the times. It brought me back to the early 2000s.
Watching
the
it
music, all of that bad fucking, just all of the bad fashion. I was like, oh wow, this is really like, it's like when I graduated college 2002. I was very present in the world during this time, and I remember that time, and I remember wearing those jeans. And I'm like, fuck, man, this is taking me back.
For sure. That's definitely an interesting part of it. But it was just like, it felt to me as I knocked my glasses off that similar to how Tim was described Uncharted: The Lost Legacy as the middle part of an Uncharted game without the beginning or the end, and I won't comment on the end. When we get dropped into this world, it felt like we were halfway through a season of television already or something. Where I'm like, am I supposed to know all of you and care about you? Because I don't, and you're not. And that's the thing, like Kevin Smith, obviously we all love Kevin Smith, so it's like whatever, I have affinity there. It's a very paint by numbers movie in terms of like, it's all telegraphed how this is going to go down or whatever.
Like it's a lighthearted rom-com. Right? That's what this movie is. You can't, if you're expecting it to be anything more than a lighthearted rom, it's 13 going on 30 again. It's all that. It fits in that little fluffy area of movies where it's like nothing's coming out this weekend. Throw out Catch and Release.
It's right in here.
We'll see. Let's make a little bit of money. It's a quaint little rom-com. Quaint little rom-com. Right. They didn't know. Here's my thing.
There wasn't enough calm for my taste.
There was not a lot of comedy, and they drastically underutilized the raw talent that is Timothy Olyphant. Timothy Olyphant, a star. He is a national treasure. And he's a bad motherfucker. Go watch Justified and tell me anything other than that.
Okay.
I won't accept it. All
right.
Are we recommending people watch Catch and Release?
You are, I'm not.
I'm not recommending people watch it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Don't spend your money on this movie.
Okay.
Don't be like, oh, I'm going to take Nick's advice, and then you watch it like, this is terrible.
Well, remember Freeman in the chat, or you know Freeman, Mark Freeman or whatever.
Yeah.
He said he's watched it. He's like, he loves this movie. He's watched it like a bajillion times. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I could understand it.
If
I
the
can
cast
understand
is who you like and you want to get in on it.
I can understand this being a guilty pleasure film for a lot of people out there.
Okay.
You want to read some tips?
Sure.
Go for it.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can tip us here, and then we read your comment on the air. That's basically the thing. You can click on it down there. Cool Greg knows what I'm talking about. First tip of the day.
Oh, he wasn't the girl next door.
Comes from Mr. Yasman300. Guys.
There he is.
I tweeted you links, explains why I'm leaving social media and Kinda Funny community. I also posted on Discord for Kinda Funny best friends. This is my last tip. P.S. Netflix Death Note sucks. It's R-rated Twilight. I don't understand. I missed everything you're talking about. I'm sorry you're leaving you're leaving social media and the Kinda Funny community.
I know what you're talking about. I read it.
Okay.
I didn't.
Is it about just Kinda Funny, or is it about like social media in general?
Social media in general.
All right, cool. So it's not something on us.
thing.
I do really appreciate the last words you want to say, though. Netflix Death Note sucks. It's R-rated Twilight.
Which sounds cool to me.
Right. We wish you the best. Good luck. Aaron, M9 Force, gives a tip and says, going to a strip club for the first time tomorrow for a bachelor party. My wife is excited for me, but I'm a little bit apprehensive. Any advice on how to make my time as enjoyable as possible? It's awkward and weird. Don't worry about it.
Go in with a group of people that you want to hang out with and have fun with those people.
That's what we did in Vegas. Yeah.
That's
That
all
made
you
it
gotta
fun.
do.
But it's still always going to be awkward and weird. LeGamer Barbu. I'm writing a game design document and was wondering if it's weird not to have any progression system. Just a game about beating a boss at the end of a stage. P.S. The Departed is trash.
I like how he lowercase The Departed, just to show it a little
really
less,
show some
a little less respect.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Games can be whatever you want them to be. No progression's fine. Just make sure you got some really cool shit happening. Nobody okay. Oh, me, Maddie G gave a tip and said, I'm with Candy Andy on this one. Taylor is a pop artist making pop music. Not sure I understand the hype. Also, remember when she was country-ish? Well, first off, yeah, I remember when she's country. That's how I fell in love with her. First album, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Tim McGraw, that #1 single? Fuck
She started
you if you don't
country.
think I
She
know
started
about
country,
that.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
She's a little bit country, a little rock and roll.
Number one. And number two, yeah, she's pop music. I don't know. The hype is that she makes great pop music.
She does. She's
If
a
you're
great
gonna say,
pop artist.
If you're going to say she's a pop artist making pop music, I'm not sure I understand the hype. Why the fuck do people give a shit about Michael Jackson? King of pop.
How dare you?
King of pop.
How dare you, sir?
I'm sorry, was he revolutionizing music?
He was.
No, he wasn't.
Him and Quincy Jones
He
were
fucking
fucking
walked
killing
backwards. He walked backwards.
I can't believe you said that after that whole fuck Kanye thing. Like, you're bold today, dude.
I'm very bold, Cool Greg. I'm not afraid to go out there and say who I am and bear it all.
My point.
I didn't like catching
My
release.
point in saying that is that Kanye West tries to bill himself as the auteur, right? He tries to bill himself as like the artist.
Literally a criminally insane person we let walk around the streets. And
What
do
I'm
whatever
saying,
the fuck's happening.
my point is, like, I don't think Taylor Swift's not out there going like, I'm the second coming of Christ. She's just
No, because she's not a criminally insane person.
No, she's just making music.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna make some fucking music.
Yeah.
You're gonna like my music. That's all.
While I'm here,
Judge her
also,
based on that
I'll
criteria.
Toss this out too. The Beatles overrated. Wow, we're British. Now
If
we're gonna
you
do a bunch
say-
of drugs.
If you
Fucking
say
great.
anything about Led Zeppelin, I will punch you in the face, sir.
I don't know much about Led Zeppelin. I don't really have enough to say.
Stop listening to country.
Did they have a one-armed drummer, right? Isn't that right?
No. That.
Leonard Skinner. So I'm thinking of.
I thought it was Motley Crue. Didn't Motley Crue have one?
No, that's Tommy Lee. He has a third arm. Pimpin' Penguin 96 says birthday
flipping
tax.
nuts.
I'm turning 21 on Sunday. What are some of the crew's favorite drinks I should try? I'm not a get drunk kind of person. I'm just looking to try some good drinks. Love you all, Evan. Evan, no matter what you drink on your, if you're not a get drunk kind of person, you haven't been drinking for a while. Any of the drinks we recommend will not taste good to you.
Nope.
With the exception of maybe like a Moscow Mule.
Yeah, get a Moscow Mule.
Something that covers up. I mean, if you're gonna do like an old fashioned, it's gonna taste like paint thinner to you.
I like apple juice and Hennessy.
Okay.
God damn.
Does that taste like apple juice?
Yeah. And it starts to make apple juice not taste good anymore. Because it starts tasting like Hennessy.
If you want,
Like the day after and stuff, you know? Going onward.
When are we gonna get some apple juice and Hennessy up in here? Then?
I have it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you make me one right now?
Oh, I don't have it on me.
Oh, okay, all
Sorry.
right. I'm down to try it.
man, I'll get you some fucking Hennessy and apple juice.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
go deep
All
down
right.
this rabbit hole.
And the final tip for this show, remember, I will read subs and tips. Well, we'll read subs when we finally finish this
Right.
one. We'll read subs and tips that come in during Kind of Funny Games Daily after this. Justin Ryan Bear says, Nick, have you ever seen this clip of Gal Gadot checking out Chris Pine?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man.
I haven't. Can Cool Greg open that?
Yeah.
God damn, that's sexy. She's not checking him out.
Yeah, I know. She's just looking at him.
laughing. But she does that thing with her lip. Oof. Come on, son.
It's always sexy when somebody bites their lips, whether you're a girl or a guy.
Checking him out.
She's just looking at his
Remember when
face.
She's married and being like, fuck.
No,
That was
she.
on camera.
Here's what happened. She looked at him and she was like, "God, I'm so happy I'm Gal Gadot," and just smiled. That's it. That's all that went
That's a
through
great
her
point
brain.
too. I made a
Guys,
really good
guys, we
DC
always
movie.
do this shit, and sometimes, sure, women are attracted, but most of the time we
Right.
look.
Right?
That was fucking sexy.
That was sexy.
No one said it wasn't sexy.
What the fuck is he wearing? What is that shirt he's wearing? Can we talk about Chris Pine's
Chris
shirt?
Pine can wear whatever he wants.
No,
That's
he
all it comes
can't.
down to.
No, I'm vetoing that shirt. Sir, it's not the 70s anymore. You're gonna have to burn that polyester shirt. Thank you very much. You're standing next to Gal Gadot. Have some goddamn
Have you ever
respect.
seen the one? And I don't know if it's 100% true. I saw it on Reddit though, and it's titled, and it looks like this is how it happens, Nick. But I'm not sure if this is really how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson on a red carpet. You seen this one?
No.
Where she's in a very low-cut, revealing dress,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like he looks over and looks at her breasts, and then he looks up and makes eye contact with her, and then they both laugh. And it's
Oh,
like,
that's
I hope
hilarious.
that's what happened, because that's like, it'd be like we're out with any of our
Sure.
female friends. You're like,
course.
damn, you look fucking awesome. You look up, you're like, you look fucking awesome, and
Yeah.
you both know you look awesome. It's great.
Yeah, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for PS I Love This Best Friend XOXO. Remember, you can go to kindoffunny.com/bestfriend. You go there, you recommend somebody, tell us why they're doing something awesome in the community. We read their name here. Everybody loves each other, and we build a great community that's very positive and amazing. Kelsey Lewis wrote in and is shouting out Kaylee Woomer, somebody I've never heard of. Just kidding, I know her very well. Kaylee helped me through some really tough times when I went through a breakup and the ensuing upset. Ensuing upset, and has been a constant person I can reach out to, especially now that I'm in a great relationship. She's always there for me to laugh or cry or text at 4 a.m. Shout out to you, Kaylee Woomer. I screwed it up there, you know what I mean. Kaylee Woomer. You're awesome. That's what Kind of Funny Best Friends are all about. Thank you for being part of this community, all of you. Remember, kindoffunny.com/bestfriend to recommend folks.
There you go.
Nick.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to give away a video game?
Oh, we're so ready.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, each and every day here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames and podcast services around the globe and youtube.com/kindoffunny, we give away a game on this show. You can win just by being in the Twitch chat like so many of you are, or you can amplify your chances by subscribing to us on Twitch. If you subscribe to us on Twitch, you get the Kind of Funny logo next to your name, cool emotes, private chat time with us. You get to play multiplayer games with me like we're doing on Tuesday with Everybody's Golf. We don't know how online works yet. I'll get back to you on that one. Then we're doing, you get the show ad-free unless we bake them in like we're about to, but you get the show when you do it without having to see the ad when you start it. You understand? Cool? Good. Also remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, you get 1 free sub each and every month. We'd love for you to give it to us. It'd be awesome. But if you have real money and you just want to pay for the sub, that's great too. You can also go to patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Enter there, subscribe to us at the $2 level. You are automatically entered to win every game we give away here. And I think I left that out in the first part. Twitch subs automatically entered to give every giveaway. Don't need to be here. It's great.
You're doing a great job today.
Thank you. Ready to hear about
I know
our
it's
sponsor?
hard because I have a fucking party in the next room, but you're doing a great job.
I know, right? You don't.
Hey, shut the door! We're
Shut
working
the door!
in here. You fucking
Shut
barbarians!
The door. Do it!
Jesus Christ!
Do it!
Taylor Swift.
Shut the door!
Shut the door.
Do
It's so
it!
distracting.
Do
Shut the door.
Like
Shut the
15
door. It's so
seconds.
distracting.
This show is brought
Jesus
to you
fuck.
by the ultimate side hustle, Uber. Is it me? I'm gonna read the copy. Is it me, or does it feel like summer's already over? There's so much I still want to do. I would like to eat a foot-long hot dog.
I've never seen a foot-long hot dog.
Really? No, you have to.
A foot long? Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if there's something you want to accomplish and getting extra money can help you do it, driving with Uber's an easy way to earn extra cash when you want on your schedule. That's why driving with Uber is the ultimate side hustle. And you can make everyday payday thanks to Uber's Instant Pay. You can cash out straight from the app up to 5 times a day. Make the most of your summer and earn extra cash when you want to help meet your goals. Like a foot-long hot dog. Get your side hustle on. Sign up to drive with Uber today. Go to uber.com/drive now. That's uber.com/drive now. uber.com/drive now. Certain restrictions apply. See site for details. Today, we're giving away Friday the 13th on the PlayStation 4, and it's going to ABrock111 from Twitch. Congratulations, sir. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I hope you get a foot-long hot dog and play.
That'd be amazing, actually. That's a good Friday night right there.
Get a foot-long
Friday
hot
the
dog.
13th and a gigantic fucking hot dog.
Time for the Patent and Moriarty 3 and 3.
There it
That's
is.
3 of the random questions from the chat, 3 of the sub-only questions from the chat. Let's pop in and see what's
Let Tim
happening.
host says Joey needs ladies' room. We have a rest. We have one bathroom in this place.
And you're
I'm
always
sorry.
in it. You're
I'm sorry.
always in it.
Me?
For 30 minutes at a time.
I like to
I
party.
just wanted to peek. Strevian says, Nick Scarpino.
What is the required viewing for next week? Well, clearly one of us wasn't paying attention earlier. It's The Tick on Amazon Prime. That is the required viewing for next week.
Apothecarion says, will Kevin be filming Greg's cancer panel at PAX? I feel like it would be super good to archive of it since it won't be streamed. Like TB said, I don't know who that is. Greg is Total Biscuit. Greg is inspiration for anyone who knows him and what he's been through. A great example of how to deal with terrible illness. No, I'm the only one from Kind of Funny going up to old PAX West. We've talked briefly about trying to figure out how to get it filmed. I would like to. I think it'll be something special, but we're looking into it. Nothing to announce at this time. But if you're going to PAX West, Sunday night, 5 p.m. I'm doing a panel about my cancer, 5-year anniversary. You should come. Drew Baca 1313 says, Greg, are you playing Everybody's Golf already? I cannot comment on any rumors or speculation about what might be happening. The Indie Boy, Freeman, says, Catch and Release is a great film. Don't listen to Nick and Greg.
I said it was fun.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
It's not a great film.
We're going into subscribers only here.
What the fuck is going on? Someone put a clip here. This is not a fun clip, guys. This is just you making fun of a street performer. That's rude. Unless someone throws something at her.
No, I think it's the street performer singing about like. I think I saw this. I didn't watch it. It was on Reddit, I think, where it's that she's like saying, "I'll suck at your dick for a cup of coffee" or something like that. Something like that.
Yep.
We're in sub only. One of the
There you go.
benefits
She did
of
that.
being in here.
Totally redeemed
Tabris
yourself
Gap
on that
says,
one.
Greg, what's your new date for Persona 5 since August is almost over? I believe originally I wanted it done by July, so I didn't know the date. There is no date. Before the end of the year, so I can shove it in Cheeks_Junior's fucking face. That's it. That's where we are right now.
D Danger 10 says, Nick, I like Death Note, but it's a lot different. Didn't love it.
Okay.
I'm expecting it to be very different. I'm not expecting it to be the series.
You don't want to see the same thing over again.
No,
you
if
want
you-
artists to grow.
No,
And
if you
change
want to
and
watch,
do
if you
things.
want to watch, if you want the source material, read the manga. If you want to watch the
Manga.
original anime, watch the anime. This is a different interpretation. It was a third fucking time. I don't understand why people have this. They're like,
Slow down, Chips.
all right,
You're
you're
blood,
right,
you're
you're
blood.
right.
Let it go. Let
You're
it
right.
go. Titan Matrix says Greg is a cheater. He is getting days of practice before the rest of us. Damn it, Nick Scarpino, stop him. Now, as you may know, let's say hypothetically I'd gotten a game code this morning. I got to work all fucking day. I got to go to Vegas tomorrow, and I'm not going to pack a PS4 for a one-night trip. So don't worry about it, all right? Not to mention, we're talking about Hot Shots Golf here. Everybody's golf. Just play it on Vita. Get your practice in there, all right? Hit the links. You know what I mean, cool, Greg?
Yeah.
Looking for one final one. Sadal, this isn't your final one. Sadal714 says Greg is not going to finish Persona 5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're fucking a liar and you're wrong. And I expect an apology on this show when I beat Persona.
Dr. Puez says you should make the required viewing The Departed so Nick can flip-flop to the fact it's an awesome movie. Have you seen The Departed?
Yeah, we talked about this. I've had a conversation with you about it.
Did we?
Yeah.
What was your take on it?
I remember liking it, but I don't remember anything other than Marky Mark killing the guy at the end.
Okay. Okay.
But I remember enjoying it at the time.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's not, I've never thought back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's because it's not good.
Okay. If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kinda Funny Morning Show. Each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, we run you through the nerdy news you need to know about before jumping in the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns. In between those two segments, we give away a video game. We have a lot of fun. We answer your questions. We argue about things because we're all friends. If you like it, it'd be great if you subscribe to us here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free with Twitch Prime. You have to do it every 30 days. If you have real money, you can just do that, and that's awesome too. You can also go to patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Support us there. Get early access to all the shows. Have a great time. Remember, the Kinda Funny Morning Show goes up on podcast services around the globe and youtube.com/kindafunny every afternoon, so you never have to miss a moment of Nick ranting. Nick?
Oh, someone said required viewing should be In Bruges with Colin Farrell. God, that movie was painful to get through.
Never saw it.
Oof, good.
Until
Don't
next
watch it.
time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.